The learning zil Nishmas Ahuva by Zakam Masechus Midos Perek Beis Mishnah Beis. Kol Nechnason Harabais Nechnason Derech Yeminu Makifim v'Yotzin Derech Smol. Anyone who went into the Harabais, they would go in towards the right and go around and come out towards the left. Chutz mimishi irei davar, except for someone who became an ava while he's there. Shehu makif l'smol, he goes out right away to the left. So this way people will ask and say Malach makif l'smol, and he'll say Shani Avel, and then they'll daven Hashechem B'bayis Hazeh Yinachem Echa. That Kodesh Baruch Hu should be menachem you. Similarly, if the reason why he's leaving is because he's in Nida, he'll say Shani Menuda, that I'm in Nidoi, I'm in Cherem, and they'll daven Hashechem B'bayis Hazeh Yitim Belibcha V'Karvucha, that the dayanim should be yitin leiv, and then they'll be mekarvu. Divir Ameir Amalei Rabbi Yosef said you can't daven like that because it's looking like the dayanim did wrong. Elder, you should daven Hashechem B'bayis Hazeh Yitin Belibcha V'Tishma L'Divrei Chavercha V'Karvucha, that you should listen to them, and then they'll be mekarvu. Mishnah Gimel Lifnim Mimenu, inside the Harabayis. So Mishnah Aleph was the Harabayis. Within the Harabayis, closer in, as you get closer to the Azara, was a Sarig, Gavoya Asara Tvachim. A Sarig is a fence with like a chain link fence, but not made out of chains. So the Rush says, like, and the Rab brings Kimita Mesureges, like a woven bed. And its height, Gavoya Asara Tvachim, its height was 10 Tvachim tall. The Shalosh Esrei Pirtzes Hayisham, Shepirtzim Malche Yavam. There were 13 holes that were made in there by the kings of the Greeks when they came in. Chazur v'gidram, and then the Yidden fixed up those things. V'gazu kenegdam shalosh etzer shtachavia, and they connected them. They were misaking 13 places to bow down. So we're going to get back to the Sarig in a second. Let's just see the next part of the Mishnah says, Lefnim mimenu, within the Sarig area, now you get closer to the Azara, was Hachel, Etzer Amitz, which was 10 Amas. Now it's not clear, is this 10 Amas a height of the wall, like the way the Rambam learns, or because before it said Gavoya Asar Tvachim, Sarig Gavoya Asar Tvachim, here it just says Hachel Etzer Amis, it's talking about how much it went in. It went in 10 Amas, which is the way the Rash and the Rush learn. I'm sorry, not the Rush. The Rash and other Rishonim learned that it was 10 Amas from the Sarig until you get to the Azara. So this Chel, like this is the way we were mefarish earlier in the first parak, was a 10 Amma area outside the Azara. And it was blocked by the Sarig. So according to that, the Sarig was a fence that separated between the Chel and the rest of the Harabayis. And we know from the first parak in Kalim that the Chel had more Kedusha than the Harabayis. So that's why you had the Sarig separating between them. But the Rosh over here says that it's not clear where the Sarig was. He says that V'loi pirish kama hoya bein mechitzas harabayis bein hasarig. We don't know how much distance there was between the harabayis and the Sarig. And according to that, he also doesn't know in Talmud Sarig hasarig. What's the point of the Sarig? So if the Sarig was right outside the Chel, so then it was to be mafsik between the Kedushas harabayis and the Kedushas hachel. But over here, what was the point of the Sarig? So he says, "Matzasi kosov shalaheter tiltul b'Shabbos nasa." It was meant for you to carry on Shabbos, and he says, "Sarach lefarish zehatam the mechitzas harbayis nasas tchilu l'chol habenyonim shebeseichav aveli hukaf l'beseif pasach," which doesn't help, and that's why they made the Sarig, and then it was first the dira and then hukaf, and that mechitza helps to allow you to carry. It doesn't get hilchas erev and hilchas carrying on Shabbos. However, the Taisis Yantif brings a question that midaraisa, all you need is 4 walls. That makes it Rishus HaYachim midaraisa. Norvas, there'll be Issa D'Rabbanan. On that, you could say Ein Shvus B'Migdash. So I think he himself says, or others bring that no, there are some Shvusim that were more machmer, so it's not negay Ein Shvus B'Migdash. So it could be taka needed to allow you to be metaltel. But there's another pshat over here in the Iyar Hagra, which I believe also the Taisis Yantiv says. We'll read it from the Iyar Hagra on the side of the Mishnah. It says, until that place was mutter for the goyim to carry, until the Sarig. Misham v'helech, after the Sarig, not to carry, to walk. After that, the Sarig, the goyim were not allowed to go in any further than that. And he says, Lefichach pirza sham. That's why the Yevanim were so upset. And when they came in, they made a pirza in the Beis HaMikdash for that. So Ein Teis Yantav, it's a long arichas. The Mishnah continues weiter. Shteim Esrei Mailas HaYisham. There were 12 steps. Rum HaMaila Chatzi Amma V'Shilcha Chatzi Amma. Each one was a half ha'ama. The height, so altogether was 6 amas of a height difference, and the width of each step was also a half a amma. Now the Mishnah says, till the end of the Mishnah is like a klal going on these things. Kol hamaylos hayisham rumayla v'chatzi amma v'shil chatzi amma. All steps were like this, went up a half amma and out a half amma. Chutz mishal ulam, where over there the Rush says sheisha mishalcha amma. Over there it went out a amma. Kol ha'psachim shayusham hayolahem dalsas. All the doors in the Beis HaMikdash. Sorry, I skipped one. Kol ha'psachim hasharim shayusham gvoyin asar amma rachav asar amas. They were all 20 amas tall and 10 amas wide. Chutz mishal ulam, which was 40 amas tall and 20 amas wide. Kol ha'psachim shayusham hayolahem dalsas. Chutz mishal ulam. All the doors in the Beis HaMikdash had doors, except for the ulam, which we spoke out earlier, had a pereiches. Kol ha'sha'arim shayusham hayolahem shkufes. All the gates had side posts, and on top of that was the top of the door. Chutz mishal shar tedi, which was like a. Shahayu sham shtei avanim muta zu al gavzu. Kol ha'sha'arim shayu sham nishtan aliyah shel zav. All the gates were made out of gold. Chutz mishar nikner, which we said nation asab hem neis. So then they used those shar nikner, even though they weren't made out of gold. V'yesharim nation achayshtam matzav. That even though it was made out of copper, that copper was shining like gold.